Muscle is what gives us the shape. Once the body fat has melted off, it's similar to how a snow-covered mountain, once it melts, you can see the jagged rocks of the mountain top. This is very similar to the body. Once the fat melts off your body, the shape of your muscle is revealed. The separations in the muscle causes the shadows, and this is what gives us that aesthetic look. To do that, we need to ensure that we consume sufficient amount of protein each day. Once you have the maintenance calories, we're going to reduce the amount that we eat by 500 calories. Now, the idea here is that we want to lose around 1% of our body weight each week. We don't want to lose it too fast. If you're very overweight, you can lose 1.5%. However, as you get leaner, leaner, leaner for men, once you get down to the six-pack level, the body fat loss will reduce anyway. So you'll go down to about 0.5% per week. So each week, we want to lose, on average, we want to lose about 1% per week. If we lose much more than this, it could be coming from muscle also. So let's aim for 1% per week. This is very easy. If you weigh 200 pounds, it's just 2 pounds lost each week. That's the aim. We need to eat in a calorie deficit to be able to lose weight. Without tracking, it's a guessing game. We won't know if we're in a calorie deficit or not. Now, what you want to do is download an app like MyFitnessPal or something very similar. They normally have a barcode scanning, which you can scan your food, or you can just weigh the food. Don't see it as a burden, see it as a fun game. See if you can get it perfectly on the amount of calories that you require. The second thing to track on these calorie tracking app is protein. Okay, it's very important that we eat sufficient amount of protein so that we don't lose the muscle that we have on our body. Your aim is to eat 500 calories below your maintenance level. So, and then the other aim, the second target to do, is to try and eat a sufficient amount of protein. So how much? So the amount of protein that we require per day is about 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. For people that lift, you can go for 0.8. If you just want to make sure, you can even eat up to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you're very overweight, let's say 300 pounds, you don't need to eat 300 grams of protein because a large portion of that body weight is fat. So just eat somewhere around 200 grams and you'll be fine. If you're vegetarian, vegan, you may want to eat slightly higher protein than what I just recommended because the vegan protein doesn't process as well as the normal protein.